My name is Annie Yurick, and I'm on the path to art direction and teaching design. I've been a graphic designer for nearly 10 years now and have worked in local advertising agencies and with a couple of nonprofits, along with a lot of freelance projects. Ideally, I'd like to see myself in a position that guides how an organization or project is visually represented, creating and sustaining brand awareness through different media channels. I would also like to see myself teaching aspiring designers so they can have a better foothold in concepts related to art and its role in marketing. It has taken some time for me to mull and ponder what I want to do, but I have concluded that working towards mastery in media design will help me on the front end to support my credibility in the workplace. I have found in my experience that a position in an organization is not a reflection of where someone is in their path to mastery. I assume that those who are higher up in the corporate ladder are more in tune with their calling or had made gains towards it, and therefore assume they would be further along than I was. This is anything but accurate and quite literally cost me a position. In a nonprofit organization, I pushed too hard for the CEO of a 15-year-old startup to make decisions about their mission and vision. I realized the CEO of that organization had an identity crisis that ultimately is based on the fact that he doesn't know what his organization's niche is or how to foster its growth. The experience with the CEO of the nonprofit put this into perspective for me. We are all in a state of either apprenticeship, creative active, or mastery, and no one can tell where exactly you are on that path besides yourself. That experience drove me to an inward focus and an acceptance of nothing less than what I feel is my deserved value. To reflect our reading and the strategies for finding your life's task, I found myself responding to the section on how to discover my calling with, I already have. I can narrow down to two things that I'm passionate about and what it is I am gifted at. Green said, in order to master a field, you must love the subject and feel a profound connection to it. Well, I'm passionate about ministry, of which I have a master's degree in intercultural studies, and art and design, what I'm hoping to master through this program. I came to faith as an adult, and that has directed every path I have taken so far, which is why I want to work in nonprofits and am interested in diverse cultures. Art goes much farther back. I cannot remember a time in my childhood that I did not have crayons and a coloring book. My favorite classes were always art in school, and that is where I found I would get most lost. I return to my origins every day that I'm drawing and interacting with other people. Where I find difficulty is finding the niche in the ecology that I can dominate. Finding the perfect niche has been difficult from the beginning. As a student in middle and high school, I was torn between art, music, theater, and athletics. Art and athletics won out because I loved art most, and I felt obligated to continue in sports since my parents invested so much time and money into it. Unfortunately, I did exactly what the third strategy states I should not have done in avoiding the false path. Adobe Creative Software was just emerging as tools for creative career when I refused to submit to a computer being the medium for which to create. So I did what everyone fell back on and committed to a degree in education. But I had a revelation that I wasn't where I was supposed to be when I prayed that none of my students would show up for class. Sad as that is to admit, it definitely pushed me back on track to my true calling. Now, I take letting go of the past to a new level since there is a lot of past to put to rest. Again, Green says you are not tied to a particular position. Your loyalty is not to a career or a company. You are committed to your life's task, to giving it full expression. It is up to you to find it and guide it correctly. It is not up to others to protect or help you. You are on your own. I have gone down many, many career paths. I, with good intentions, also allow my path to be commensurate with my husband's in that he is a minister and we go, location-wise, anywhere that we're called. Finally, Green said, make your return to the path a resolution you set about yourself and tell others about it. It becomes a matter of shame and embarrassment to deviate from this path. I am ashamed to have to tell you that I have dithered and yawned finding my way back to my calling. However, I will admit that I would not be the person I am today for not all the good, bad, and indifferent attempts at employment. My SMART goals for these 3 weeks are to first tighten my time management skills for school since I have other responsibilities. My plan is to plan out my study time with my home life by keeping track of my hours, opening and closing my laptop when I have the time scheduled. Secondly, and this is purely from a personal desire, not necessarily related to this course, and please don't judge me too harshly, I want to start setting my alarm for 7:30 a.m. and getting myself out of bed to go for a walk in the morning at least 3 times a week. I'll need accountability in this, so anyone willing to text me at 7:32 a.m. Eastern Time, let me know. All right, well, thank you for listening, and I'll see y'all next time.